Hello, I am Curtis Morrison, the Southern California immigration attorney who is involved in the litigation for the diversity visa lottery winners, okay? So a frequently asked question that I'm receiving is, does Judge Mehta's order from Friday, September 4th, apply to the Kentucky Consular Center? And that is a great question because many of you know that's where the majority of the DV applications are. That is the bottleneck. That is the holdup. And if it did not apply to them, that would be a big problem, okay? So I want you to know it does. And Judge Mehta understood that the Kentucky Consular Center was a big part of the problem. He cited it a couple times in the order. And then finally, in his conclusion, on page 84, if you go to page 84, in paragraphs 1 and 3, he specifically says that his order applies to the KCC. He says the Kentucky Consular Center, okay? So he knows that they are part of the problem, and he wants them to be part of the solution, okay? So, what I want you to understand, though, Rafael Urena, my colleague, and I are skeptical that the government is going to do everything that they can to solve the problems at KCC and to adjudicate as many visas as possible. So we will be advocating for an extension of the September 30th deadline, and also for other reasons, for people that have other barriers. And we will actually be filing another lawsuit for the people that were not able to participate. And the reason is we are looking out for our named plaintiffs, the 736 people that hired us in the Dr. Mohammed and Fonjong cases to look out for their interest. We are looking out for their interest. But if you were not able to join those two boats, those first two lawsuits, we have another, okay? But you need to act quickly, and the information on how to do that is down below. So something else I want to bring up, there were 100,000 DV selectees. That's how it works every year. As you know, only 12,000 about have been issued. That means there are 88,000 DV selectees out there competing for only 38,000 diversity visas. So that's another reason why representation by an attorney and bringing your grievance before the court is a wise decision, okay? A good option, let's put it like that. I also want to mention that when in Judge Mehta's order on paragraph 4, he was specific in that he wants the State Department to report back on the 25th of September with their progress in implementing the order. There's something in that paragraph that a lot of people are missing. The metric by which he measures the State Department's performance are the named plaintiffs in the, 4 cases, Mohammed, Fonjong, Aker, and in the 7, I think, DV winners in Gomez. So those named plaintiffs in those 4 cases are the metric by which he makes his decision on whether or not to extend the order. We think that is a hint that the named plaintiffs have a better shot at getting the order extended for them, getting the deadline extended for them, than the general population, okay? We think that being a named plaintiff has an advantage, an indirect advantage, if you're the metric by which the judge determines whether or not the government is complying with the order. So we are bringing another lawsuit. I said that, okay? So anyway, thanks for the question. KCC, the order does apply to KCC, and there are recommendations. 2 recommendations. 1, if you are a DV winner and your case is not at the embassy yet, it's never been set to the interview, do not bother the embassy. Contact KCC and ask for an interview. Attach the order if you want and point to page 84, paragraphs 1 and 3. that's fine. That is something that I recommend people do to compete, to see if they can be the lucky ones who get interviews before September 30th. If you want to do everything that you can and you can afford to risk $500, I also recommend that you join and participate in our DV 3.0 lawsuit. Okay? I hope that's given a little bit of clarity on how the order applies to KCC and why this other lawsuit is a good option for many of you. Okay? Have a good week.